Alright, good. Sounds working. Um, just wanted to make a quick video for the trans community, not the police roleplay community. That's coming soon. I know y'all wanted me to come back with more videos and shit. That's coming soon, I promise. Um, this is just a simple thing for the trans community. I wanted to do tutorials for them, for the people who are new to it and new to making groups so that they can know. So I'll be making some updated tutorials for the police community eventually, with better like instructions on how to do certain things. But for today, I'm going to show just a very simple topic that a lot of people don't know or aren't very familiar with, and it's with the wave style destination script system, right? And so it's very simple once you get the hang of it, but some people are still a little confused as to how it works. So I'm going to show you guys how to change the destinations and how to add a announcement sound when the doors open, if that's what you want to add onto it, as well as how to have a dest B that appears depending on how many signages you have. So that shouldn't be too hard, should be pretty simple. I'm going to mute my phone because I do not want to be hearing that all day. So that's going off. Okay. Yep, another day, another sniffle. So we're gonna go get a bus real quick. We're gonna go get a Ruby quote-unquote bus. One that's actually normal. Let's see if we can find one. Okay, this is good enough. Okay. Now, first off, I love building compatibility because you get to see everything better. Don't worry about the decals that were archived. But taking a look at the destination system here, I'll probably release a template on this account, NYCT Free Drives. That way it's just a little more separated from police stuff and it's easier to find. But as of right now, let's take a look. So this can go. We don't need this. Okay. So I'm going to I'm going to remove all of these signs here, and then I'm just going to post like one, and then we're going to go from there. And if I don't find, okay, here's, okay, good. So let's this be until code, okay. So we'll delete everything up to here. Okay. So this is a really simple script. It might look complicated and it might look a little uh, intimidating, but it's not. It's really simple. None of this you have to worry about. Now, first and foremost, something that definitely annoys some people is that all of the Ruby/Wave buses come with this thing. Now, let's just say you didn't want this. Just remove that. Yep, just remove it, as well as the outline on the back. Alright, good. Now we don't have that there. Now, of course, because we deleted that, that causes a little bit of problems. Some things might not work because of that, but we'll fix that right now. So, first and foremost, these are the differences between the certain coding styles, you can say. Now, first, before we do anything, because we removed the stop request system that it came with, we can remove that line there, and we can remove this line here from this. Now, here's the thing. So, I will explain briefly what this is for. So, else if code a.value, this piece of code here is only for destinations that are a single screen, like a single, something that's, how do I explain? Something that's just alone. So, like, not in service, please exit through the rear door, stuff like that. Okay, and that's basically what that's for. Now, in the aspect of an actual sign that's passes through, you would use this one here. Okay, so this is what you would use for a destination sign that is, let's say, Q36, and then it has like the first frame that says where it's going to, and then the second frame that says via this location, right? So that's what that's for. And it's not hard. You can also delete street. This is not needed. It's not needed at all. So yeah, we can leave that there as well. Okay. Now to set this up is really simple. So let's go up into the destinations. So we have the front destination here. And I'm gonna delete everything except for one of the normal signs and then another one of like these. So I'm gonna keep 8466 or 8469, 69 in other lives. Okay, so this is what one is. It's basically that this is a ex-NTA bus that Tim had taken and used for his own good. Oh, never mind. It says test pattern. All right, dope. Now this would be part of this script here, this piece of script here, because it is a single sign that's not going to change. And you could use this style of scripting too for a regular sign that's not going to change either, like like a short-term service of a certain route. You could use it, but if you are looking to have a destination B slash PR sign that kind of comes in afterwards, it wouldn't really be possible for you to use that, okay? Because you're trying to apply a des B to a certain destination sign that doesn't support it. Now, this would support it because you can see system.value, right? So this would indeed support a destination B override that happens. This one, on the other hand, wouldn't, because this is just trying to say, like, listen up. Uh, I'm just showing this once. There's no need to keep looping through the through the through the signs and stuff. There's no need. Just pull up over here and just post this, and that's it. That's all you got to do. So it's really not too complicated. So we're gonna do a few codes here. So one is test pattern. We can do two to be not in service, and I know these aren't real, New York City codes, obviously, but just for the tutorial, we'll just do this not in service. We'll add a few more. I'll show you how you can do it. So we got this one says 3 visible. Yep. This one's gonna be called next bus please. Okay. And then nope. There we go. Okay. Next one's gonna be called uh, special event, right? And then the fifth one we'll just call we'll just say uh, training bus. Yeah. Okay. Now we got those 4 other destinations down. Now something you should know is that all of the destination frames must be unique. They can't have the same name because when you're going to try to find it, it's going to see that there's multiple, and then it's just going to crash. Of course, it's not going to prevent the functions of your bus, but it's going to say, yo, do this too. I don't know which one to pick. Sorry. Okay? So now we have these 5. We can add them by simply copying this code here. And I'm going to copy it with the little, these little things here so that I know where I'm pasting it. So I'm going to paste it here. Now, the only thing that you need, you can see that the first code is called 1. So this one is really simple. You just replace 1 with 2, 2, 2, and done. You've already finished. Other than the fact that the codes aren't in the rear and side, because we need to put them on the rear and side, which I can do right now, actually. Let's go do that real quick. Going to delete 1. So for this one, and then going to paste these in there, which if we take a look at them now, they should be working just fine. Yeah, they work. And for the rear, we're going to just do the same thing we just did. And we're going to delete all of these except for the 1 and the 8469. Then we could just duplicate the 1, you know, and then just name it 2, because I'm pretty sure it's just 3 dashes. No, it's not. Okay, so 3 dashes. There you go. It's just what it's going to be for now. And then got 4, and then you got 5. So now, theoretically speaking, the bus would work with this code that we just added in. And of course, we're going to do the other ones. So because they're so simple and the codes are just one number, right? You can put 3, you can put 4, and then finally 5. Now I'm going to finish the work here. So 5, 5, 5, 4, oh, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, and done. Okay. Now, something you also should know is that this works with letters. This is also sort of case sensitive in the just code a dot value one. See, if you make it like code 5, right? Like, let's say the frame is named 5, and you want the code to activate it to be 5 ABC, and then 5 ABC activates 5, then it's possible. Because what you're saying is, if the person on the bus types in this, they're going to get this. This is what's going to show up for them, okay? So it's really, really simple, and you can name it anything. It's not complicated at all, and I'm going to leave it as 5ABC so that you guys can see that it does work. And you guys can also see an example here, 30C, it works, okay? So for this one, it looks a little more intimidating, also really simple, not hard at all. The system, this is nothing that you need to worry about. This is just for it to loop, okay? So, and it's also for the DESB to know when to come in and override, if you so want a DESB. So for 3023C, we have 8469, which I believe is the B46. I'm going to delete that script in there because it's not needed. Or actually, ooh, yeah, I'm going to delete it. It's whatever. And then we're going to do this. We're going to delete the script here. Here, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to delete it so I can show you guys how to script it through the actual script. Because what that script does, it tries to loop it for you, but no. Since it's a tutorial, I'll show you how to do it. So, this has 3 signs on the front, which means we're going to have to do a little bit of math a little bit, but shouldn't be too hard. So, the code for this is 8469, so let's start replacing it, and I'll go showing you what it means while we pass by. DD, this just explains whether it is a DESB active, like if you want a DESB, what this is saying is that yes, it can have it. Now, this also has it. The problem is, this doesn't have a system on it, which means, yes, it's able for DESB, but it wouldn't be able to switch through it. And there is an override for it. There's a way that you can script it so that it knows that you want to do it. There is a way, but as of right now, no way yet. Not yet in this video, at least. I'll probably show it in another video for those who care. So 8469, let's just replace all the numbers with 8469. I'm only going to replace the numbers in the first one so that I can kind of show you how you would script the next one, since this one has 3, you know. So we're going to replace this. This is telling us which things are we going to enable, and this is telling us which frames we're going to enable. Now the frames are called frame 1, 2, and 3, not DES 1 and 2, which means this is something that we're going to have to change the name of. Nothing too hard or complicated, really simple. So this would be changed to frame 1, without the little thing there. Frame 1, this one would be frame 2, really simple. And then because we have a third frame, we're going to copy this second one, I'm going to paste it right below and say frame 3 equals visible false. Okay, so this shows our 3 frames for both the front and the side. So now we have the first set of destinations done. Now this is a select bus signage, which means it's going to want to flash a few times. And this is really simple to do. It's not complicated at all. We can do this right here, right now. So I'm pretty sure, right? Pretty sure. What the script would do was it would flash, and we're going to show you guys a live example here. So we're going to enable 8469, as you can see here. Okay, so what it would do is it would flash this. I'm going to remove frame 2. Or not this, it would do frame 3. Yeah, okay. So it would flash the entirety of frame 3 like this. Of course, with the B46 behind it, but because the person who set up this sign is retarded, they failed to do it correctly. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Tim. You're done. Anyways, really simple. It goes like this, and on the last one, it stays on. Then it switches to frame 1, which will tell you where you're going to. Then it'll switch to frame 2, which is tell you why where you're going via. Okay. All these ones don't change. The frame 1 and 2, they don't flash. They just switch in between, and then it starts flashing again. So we saw that frame 3 is our select signage, so we're going to have to change frame 1 to false and change frame 3 to true. Okay, and this is a if statement, which means we can loop this. So it's not difficult at all to do that. So we're going to copy all these lines. Or actually, let me see. Here, you know what? Let's take a look at. Actually, I don't have this script anymore, which is fine. So I'll probably just try to rescript it to the best of my abilities. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll do that. We'll just do it by 1 second interval. Of course, it's not 1 second. I'm pretty sure I'd have to watch a video to finally get it right and like perfected. But for now, we'll just do a 1 second interval. So because it flashes, right? What true means that it's on. For those who don't know, which means if it's false, it's not on. So because we want it to flash on and off, we're gonna flash it about 3 times, with the last one being on. So I feel like it'd be better actually if we were to start off with false, then on, so that it stays on to the on value. But of course we can keep it this way too. So I'm just gonna copy this so I can paste it right after. False, false. So now nothing is gonna show when you first sign up the bus. After, this is gonna flash. Now we have basically 2 of the command arguments done, so we can continue copying this down till we reach the 3rd one. There. Okay. This is where it's going to change to the frame 1. Now that I think about it, 1 second seems a little too long for me, so I'm going to use the replace command here just to replace it with 0.5. Yeah, that should be perfect. Okay, so we're going to copy this now. Now, the normal signage on an actual bus is roughly 2 seconds. It's not exactly there from what I've seen. It's almost there. So we're going to do 1.75. That should be good enough as the wait value. And if you don't know what wait means, it's going to wait to do this for 1.75 before it moves on to doing something else. Okay? So we're going to wait here for, on this particular piece of script, right, we're going to wait for 1.75 seconds. We're going to disable the select bus frame, obviously, and we're going to just go to frame 1 and make sure that it's turned on. Okay, and then we're going to go and I'm going to go and copy this now onto here because we already finished this. And if you want a dest B, right, this is what you'd have to do, right? Copy this onto here. Make sure that the system isn't copied with you. Okay. Now this is where we just put the frame 2 in. So we can turn this into true, false, false, and then done. So this code is done here, and then what you finally have to do is just make sure that the bottom here says, where it says until, is also the same as the code that you just put in. Because what until says is, until it's not 8469 anymore and he selects something else, another code, keep doing this function here. Okay? So we're going to go into the game right now, and we're going to go test out the function. Now, I do realize that I have not scripted the rear, because I'm going to show you another way you can script it if you choose to not use the wave system. Um, so we're going to spawn just right inside the bus here. And if it doesn't work, well, this video going down in the trash, and we're restarting this hell up in this bitch. Gonna restart, you know the vibes. Anyways, let's go. It's over. Alright, perfect. Yo, you already know, got the fresh cut up in here, bro. What you mean, bro? You like my cut, G, but you can't slap it. Depressing, bro. Alright, we don't need to select the bus for this. So the code was 88469. That is a 5, because I am stupid. And then confirm. Now let's take a look at what the signs are doing. Now, of course, it seems a little too fast, and that's definitely okay. But of course, like I said, these are signs that you can switch yourself. Any piece of like signage you can edit around. So it's not impossible. It's not difficult. It's really simple to do, is what I'm trying to say. It's not hard. So what we're also going to do here is we're going to try and see if a DESB works, because I'm not sure if it's set up correctly. It doesn't want. Oh, okay, it is. So after this sign comes in the DESB, as you can see, and it replaces the current signs that is already there. This is also something really simple to do. It's not impossible. You could use DESB for fair or mass required, fair required, and all this stuff if you want it. It's not impossible. It's super simple. As you can see, my override is working fine. And also the override is working in the back too, I believe. Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, you see, it just turns it off. So, so it's working. It's working somewhat well. So this is how you would set it up, right? This is probably the more complicated side of a sign, because this one flashes and it does all these different things, but it's not impossible to do. It's not hard. And as you can see that it works without the next stop screen in there. So of course this is very flexible and expandable, and it's very easy to use once you get the hang of it. So let's go into the Dest B side of things. This is the DESB controls here. If you take a look at the DESB controls yourself, you will see that they look practically the same as the controls for the DEST A up here, as we saw. Really simple. It's not too complicated. It has DEST B verify value, of course. So what this does here is it's asking you basically all it's asking is what do you want to display once it's your turn to display the DESB B. And so you see we have 10 codes here we could possibly use. And what actually scripts the DESB B is this here. This tells you when the DESB B is active and what to do. So what DD means, I told you, it means whether the bus is fit for it. And in this particular instance, DD stands for double dest, as you can see. So what it's saying is once system is 3, it's going to play the DES B sign, right? So it's going to make system 4. And if we see here, if system is 4 and DD value is true, it's going to enable this function, which is DB on. DB on stands for DES B, as you can see here. DES B on. And then it's going to wait for 2.4 seconds before switching it back to system 1, which would go right back to your first segment of script. Okay? Not hard, really simple once you get to understand it. It's not something that is too complicated. So that's basically that there. I know I've been going on for like 30 minutes now. Yeah, figures. Please don't open Opera. It's probably going to open Opera. That's super gay. Knew it. I don't want to have Opera open for this. No. Close. Yeah, there you go. And there goes my fans. Anyways, um, so it's not difficult, is what I'm trying to say. It's really simple to do, not complicated. Now, if you know a little more about scripting, it's actually really simple to do something like this or edit it so that you can have multiple DESB signages showing at once. So, not impossible, definitely possible. So, that's something that we should make another video on if you guys so want it. Now, let's go and add another DESB sign so that you guys kind of know how to use it. Let's take 8010, which we're going to see on the front what it looks like here in a second. So turn it on, and 8010 should be something along the lines of, I think I'm looking at the wrong side. Subway shuttle. Okay, so what subway shuttle is just going to do, I guess, is you can be on a route, regular route, and then it'll just say subway shuttle and it'll flash right after. Not hard, it's actually perfect that we got this. So we're going to switch it from 8010 to 8011. And this is just going to say masks required, because that's something that a lot of buses say now. And not impossible. It's definitely possible to do, as we've explained here. So now we have it on the front, and now we have it on the back, or on the side. Okay? Awesome sauce. So, and I'll show you guys how to script the rear here in a second. For those who wish to see. Play here. Okay. Jesus Christ, I'm sick. Not COVID, don't worry. Bro. I got that fat personitis, no cap. Alright. So, I want to see, actually, because I think I might be wrong about what I was saying about the signs that are just singles. So we're going to test that out, just to make sure that I'm correct. So we got test pattern, 8011. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it's going to say invalid because it isn't compatible with it. Okay. Let's go back to Desk A. Let's go do 8469. Okay. So you see it's working. It's working beautifully, actually. And if we go to Desk B and we put in code 8011, once it gets to this part here, it's going to say masks required. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. I never put it in the script. Hold up. You guys didn't remind me. God damn it. Alright. There you go. Now we can do it. 8011, 8011, 8011. There we go. Now we should be good. Boop, 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 boop. 30 minutes of watching. I need to find out how they do that thing where, like on YouTube, they have like a separator now, like on the video, where it'll separate certain sections for people who want to know. Like, that'd be dope. I feel like that'd be super dope. So, 8469, the B46, set it up. See, it's already working. Perfect, 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 perfect. You see it works. And then we're going to put the mask required signage on the back of the bus here, or on the bus signs here. So after this, it's going to flash, Fillmore Avenue, via Utica, and then it's going to say masks required. See? Not hard to do, not impossible, really simple, to be completely honest with you. It might look a little intimidating, but it's not. It's something that anybody could learn in their sleep. So we're going to go on to the final parts of our tutorial here. And it's showing you how you can use this form of scripting here. You see how it's just really simple. I explained that this is for single signage, right? And you could use it for multi-signage. So basically what you're going to be doing is it's nothing hard, but instead of telling the script here to do it, you're telling a script in the actual frame to do it for you. So we're going to just add a script in here. Okay, and we're going to do a while loop, which means while true do. Okay, and then this is where we're going to add our functions for the signs. So what we're going to do is script.parent.frame 1 dot visible equals false, just for now. Now, for those who don't know, what while true do means is it means that if the statement here, if this is true, do this. Okay? Now, because we've never specified what true is an automatic variable, which means it'll keep repeating and keep repeating and keep repeating and keep repeating until it breaks. What I mean by break is until somebody calls for it to break, right? Now, to script that, that's a whole separate boat to do, but for now, that's what we're working with. So, script refers to this. Dot parent refers to the thing that's above it, so here. Dot frame 1 is here, and dot visible is here, whether it's being shown or not, and equals false is without the check mark. True means with the check mark, which means it'll be shown. Now we got to do the same thing for frame 2, so we're going to copy and paste this here. Control C, Control V, frame 2. Weight, I said 1.75 is perfect. Okay, and we're just going to copy all of this, press enter twice, and paste it. Now, the rear destinations are really simple, so one would be true, one would be false. So you can see one here on the first one is true, and then the frame 2 on the second one is true, leaving the one false. Now this will keep looping and keep looping and keep looping, even if you can't see the physical 8469 frame visible. So you could do this even for signs up here. For example, if I was to go to the front of the bus and take the sign 1 and I posted a script that says the same thing roughly, so I'm going to name this frame 1, okay, and I'm going to name this one frame 2, right, and I got the script from the back that we just made and pasted it here, and let's name frame 1 testing pattern with name test active. Okay. If we were to go sign this bus up now, it'll keep switching just for the front, obviously, because that's where the script is, but it'll keep looping through that. Now, here's the thing. Loops, in this particular sense, with this script, means that if a game is practically big, it might slow the script down a little bit, and the changing of signs might be a little slow. So that's something you guys should kind of keep an eye out for. Just that little piece of extra detail there, which if you guys have been in RTC, MTC, or even TTA and SETC at certain times when they've had Dexters or Analog's old buses before the new GUI update, they used a certain controller that would use this type of scripting, and it would lag in games sometimes depending on how big the game was, depending on how many people were in the game, and it would slow down how the signs would change. So that's something that you need to be kind of wary for, which is why I recommend the Wave signage in and of itself if you have it. And it's super easy to install on another bus. It's nothing too complicated. It's not something that you're going to lose your mind over. So it's just something you guys should look towards to. And I'll probably make a video if that's what you guys want. But we're going to sign up the bus as one first. And I want to show you how the front is changing. You see? Test active, test pattern, test active. Now the rest aren't changing, as you can see, because we never set it up for the rest. But you can do this. If this is simpler for you, you can do it. It's not hard, is what I'm trying to say. It's really simple. Now, if we were to sign up as 88469, right, without the DESB, you can see that now the rear changes between both of them. And we never scripted the rear in the NTA destinations script. So this is just a few different ways of you to mess around with the Wave destination system. And then we also have the DESB, which you can add stuff to. So you can see after it says via, it's going to say mask required, which you're going to see here now, mask required, and it also changes the back too. So it's really, really, really simple. It's nothing impossible. It's nothing that is going to, break your brain apart. So it's just something people should be looking into for those who are just starting their own groups, or they don't like the current destination system they're using. They can use this. Now in the next video, I want to show how to use what people call the Dest A controller, which is my certain system that I made myself with Buddy, right? Which it talks about it basically the way it speaks to the bus is it says, well, If you find it, turn it on. But if you don't find it, just turn everything off. That's what it says. It's much simpler than this. I would like to show you how to install it and how you can use it on your buses. Now, that also has its limitations, but this is where I'm going to be ending this particular video in because we've already hit the 35-minute mark, and I doubt anybody would like to sit here listening to me for 35 minutes. So, y'all have a nice day, stay black, and keep eating chicken, bro. No cap.